Welcome to another episode of Australian Caravan and Camping Adventures. In this episode, we spent a total of 9 days travelling up to Yeppoon and making our way back down to Brisbane through Cania Gorge. Our journey begins in the quiet town of Mount Perry. For $5 a night per person, we camped at Walker Reserve. Besides the sound of the occasional car that drove past, this place was quiet and the grass was flat, which meant we didn't have to get the levelling ramps out. The amenities at this campsite include flushing toilets and hot showers. The first experience on our trip was making our way through the heritage-listed Bulboonda Tunnel. Built in the 1880s, the tunnel was originally created as part of the railway line that moved agricultural freight between Mount Perry and Tirrawin. In 1960, the railway closed and the rails later removed to allow other traffic to pass through the tunnel. Stretching 192 metres, this tunnel is pretty incredible. To get a better glimpse of this attraction, I decided to walk through it. It wasn't until I got about 3/4 of the way through it that I started to notice the overwhelming smell of batwee. That, combined with the tiny bat squeaks that I may have made up in my mind, encouraged my already brisk walk to quicken, and I got out of there as quick as I could. It was a pretty cool experience nonetheless. Fisherman's Beach Holiday Park is where we set up for the next 5 nights. Situated in Emu Park, about 30 minutes away from Yeppoon, our campsite was right next to the beach. From here, town was a quick 10-minute walk with the Drake's Fish and Chips shop and cafe conveniently within reach. Ocean Brew Cafe is where we spent most of our mornings enjoying their excellent coffees and exquisite meals. We're making our way up Bluff Point Circuit all the way up to Turtle Lookout, where apparently you should be able to see some turtles down below. Bluff Point Circuit at the Capricorn National Park will provide you with stunning views of the Capricorn coastline and Keppel Bay Islands. The 2.3 kilometre circuit will have you climbing up a large amount of stairs for approximately 600 metres before reaching Turtle Lookout.
Well, what we thought were turtles turned out to be seaweed. We checked out with our drone, we weren't so lucky. But the best thing about this track is you still get to see lots of beautiful views from up here.
From the Ritamata Outlook, we continued across open grasslands and then ended the circuit through dry rainforest. Byfield National Park, 30 kilometres north of Yeppoon, is a must-do if you're ever up this way. Upper Stony Creek's vibrant turquoise water is a scenic spot to begin your journey through Byfield.
Here we are at Stockyard Point. We drove up through Big Sandy to get here, which is this massive sand dune. It's really worthwhile checking it out here.
As you make your way to or from Stockyard Point, you'll pass through the neighbourhood of a tiny community that lives out here. You can even check out the thongs that are strung up above Thong Avenue. From here, you can head down for a cruise along 9 Mile Beach. From the beach, it takes a good 1.5 hours to make your way back down Big Sandy and out of Byfield National Park. Emu Park was a fantastic place for us to base our stay on the Capricorn Coast, as it's close to major towns such as Yeppoon and Rockhampton. It's also home to the most scenic playground I've ever seen. Next to the playground, you can take a stroll along the beautifully constructed Anzac Memorial Walk. A free zoo right next to the Rockhampton Botanic Gardens, and there are plenty of animals to see here. While you're in Rockhampton, you can't go past the Mount Archer lookout, and if you can venture up here at sunset, you'll also get to marvel at the golden glow that glimmers through the trees. "30 minutes from Rockhampton are the Capricorn Caves."
We're about to head into the Capricorn Caves for a 45-minute tour. Apparently it's 24 degrees in there all year round, so it shouldn't be too cold.
Our tour guide was quite a character and kept us entertained through all the twists and turns in the cave. He even encouraged an audience member to have a go at singing in the cathedral before starting the light show.
Here we have opera in the caves. The opera singers come in, they bend out their lungs. Sounds amazing. Would anyone like to sing us a song?
After the cathedral, we made our way through the zigzag, which was quite narrow. I even had to take Ella off my back to ensure we could make our way through it. This took us out to the last part of the tour, where we stumbled our way across 2 swinging bridges. We said goodbye to the Capricorn Coast and made our way down to Cania Gorge, where we stayed at the Big 4 holiday park. One of the best activities here is the 4:30 bird feeding. Whoa! There's a big one. Hey, little guy. Hello. At Cania Gorge, there's a couple of different walks to try. Today we're going to head over to the Dripping Rock and the overhang, which are about 1.3 and 1.6 kilometres away from the car park.
The walk to the Dripping Rock is a moderate one, mainly because of all the steps that you climb up, but if you want a real challenge, try chucking a 16-kilo toddler on your back. There are a couple of ways that you can check out Cania Gorge, whether that be via driving or taking a bushwalk, but I reckon the best view is out here on Lake Cania.
Vibrant blue water peeks out from behind the forest-spattered hillsides to reflect against the rugged edges of Cania Gorge. Time to add a little more adventure to this peaceful boat ride.